Walking out of the Anoka County Courthouse wearing a suit, 39-year-old Jason Mulvaney hardly looks like a monster.
He screams at everybody.
But his neighbors in Coon Rapids
I'm scared. I'm scared to be out here.
would beg to disagree.
Great place to raise my kids, and now it's just kind of like a nightmare.
Last week, he had threatened to bash my head into a wall.
He just says this to you?
Yep.
Jaylene Tenure lives on Hanson Boulevard, just across the street from the home where Jason Mulvaney lives with his mother. She told police about Jason's threats and how he stands outside at all hours, screaming and cursing, sometimes at no one in particular, an F-bomb machine. She even began videotaping these episodes, including when Jason walked up to their car in a threatening manner. Her daughter left cowering in the back seat.
I don't know what the line is that he will cross one day.
He may have come very close in December, police arresting Jason after he was banging on a neighbor's door at 2:30 in the morning, screaming profanities. The woman said Jason had a 6-inch knife and was scratching it against the window. Altogether, Jason Mulvaney has 27 cases pending against him in Anoka County. Disorderly conduct, harassment, obstruction, assault, almost all of them misdemeanors. And even though he's been found competent to stand trial, his attorney keeps getting delays. Up until a few months ago, Jason Mulvaney lived in this home 3.5 miles away here in Coon Rapids. That is until a judge's temporary order forced him to move out of here and in with his mother. Neighbors on this block tell us the same stories about Mulvaney's threatening behavior, his cursing, his yelling. Most wouldn't go on camera because they can't be sure he's not going to move back here.
I knew this guy's off.
Lindsay Solorzano's close encounter with Jason came last September when she was out for a walk with her 4-year-old son.
Insisted at that time for us to get in his car.
And that's when things got really kind of weird. Yeah. Then we started noticing him circling our house. And I go, hey man, just leave us alone. And that's when he hopped out of his truck with a screwdriver.
When police caught up with Jason that night, they gave him a citation for disorderly conduct. Just another misdemeanor.
You can't just go around pulling screwdrivers on people. But they said it was all hearsay.
What is the problem with Mr. Mulvaney?
Well, I think that maybe he's just overstepping his bounds on stuff. I'm not sure why he's doing what he's doing.
Coon Rapids police have had 80 contacts with Jason in the last few years. The Fox 9 investigators examining 800 pages of police reports filled with profanities and creepy behavior. Jason screaming in demonic voices, threatening neighbors, if you call the cops, I'm going to break your effing neck. Screaming at a stranger, I'm going to make you have my baby.
Typically on a crime such as terroristic threats, the person, after they make a threat, they have to make some sort of substantial step towards carrying that threat out.
So just threats is not enough?
Not necessarily, no.
And you would think with stuff like this, when you bring it to the police, they would do something.
Larry Rex and his daughter have a long-running feud with Mulvaney, with dueling restraining orders, threats, and allegations on both sides.
How many people have to put up with this before somebody ends up dead? And even the police said he's escalating.
According to one police report, all said he terrorizes every neighbor, and his behavior has been escalating lately, and that everyone is alarmed by his conduct. Even Jason's own family's had trouble with him. His mother called police last year when Jason was acting aggressive after his medication was changed. According to court records, Anoka County tried unsuccessfully to civilly commit Mulvaney 17 years ago because he had a traumatic brain injury from a car accident and was chemically dependent. We know from police reports he's currently on methadone, a treatment for opioid addiction. We tried to talk to Jason, but he would never come to the door.
You don't want to talk to him.
I don't want to talk to him.
Every other word.
Every other word's the F word?
Yep.
Jason's mother finally called us back to tell us her son is the real victim, that he's being harassed by his neighbors.
Because this story needs to be told. He has been abused and he has severe PTSD because of the abuse he's been subjected to.
His mother repeated that claim in this letter to Fox 9, claiming the neighbors are part of a conspiracy orchestrated by Larry Rex and his daughter, who's a friend of Mulvaney's ex-girlfriend. But Coon Rapids police say there is no evidence to back up that claim. Shane Cody says he is one of Jason's few friends.
Yeah, he just he wants to kind of get attention and respect. Like, that's how I'd put it.
Instead, Jason Mulvaney is simply feared, a man both troubled and tormented, just like the neighborhood where he lives. And there's no sign Jason is going anywhere anytime soon.